The 2022 NFL Draft has officially came and went, so now it is time to do some review. In today's video, I'll be giving you my single favorite and least favorite pick, biggest reach, steal of the draft, and talk about who I think took the biggest W and the biggest loss in the AFC conference. But first, we gotta hit that intro.
I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the mouth.
What is up, everyone? I am NFLMike and welcome to the newest video on the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna get into my AFC draft review, but first, before we get started, help me out and help the channel out a ton by liking this video, and if you love the NFL, making sure that you're subscribed with notifications on. We're gonna be dropping the NFC's draft review tomorrow, so be sure to be here for it by tapping that subscribe button. Really quick, take a second. All right, my single favorite pick of all of the teams in the AFC was the Baltimore Ravens drafting safety Kyle Hamilton at 14 overall. This is perfect for the Ravens. This is perfect for Kyle Hamilton. The Ravens now have a safety duo in Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton, a position that the Ravens have always seemed to get the most out of. And to think that Baltimore got most people's #1 overall talent in this entire draft at 14th, mwah. Beautiful. The fit and the value couldn't have been more perfect. Overall, the Ravens had a masterful draft. I know they lost Hollywood Brown, but where they lost strength in offense, they gained strength on defense, especially with picks like Kyle Hamilton. Let me know down below in the comment section what your favorite single pick was of the NFL draft for teams in the AFC. My least favorite pick of all the teams in the AFC was actually the first overall pick when the Jacksonville Jaguars took edge rusher Travon Walker. This may be a shocker, and I do not think that the Jaguars necessarily had a bad overall draft. I actually really enjoyed a lot of the Jaguars draft picks. But if Aiden Hutchinson ends up being the best pass rusher out of this draft class, the Jaguars are going to be kicking themselves for years. Walker at 1 overall still just seems risky to me. He definitely has the potential to be an elite edge rusher in the league one day. It's just when you're on the clock with the first overall pick, you need to be sure that you go and get the sure thing, especially when you are a rebuilding team in desperate need of adding as much talent to the roster as you can get. Hutchinson was the right choice here. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section your least favorite pick by any team in the AFC. The biggest reach by all of the AFC teams this year was obviously the New England Patriots drafting offensive lineman Cole Strange with the 29th overall pick. No shock here. Everyone had similar reactions when they heard Cole Strange's name get called. The consensus big board had Strange being outside the top 75 talents available in the draft this year, meaning he was projected to safely go in the middle of the third round somewhere. But of course, in true Bill Belichick fashion, the Pats took him in the first round. Now, to Bill's credit, it is coming out that multiple GMs were showing interest in drafting Cole Strange in the later rounds. So had he started to slide, someone might have nabbed him away from Bill Belichick. So maybe it isn't as bad of a reach as it seemed when Roger Goodell read Cole Strange's name at the podium that night, but it still is a reach nonetheless, and it still is the biggest reach of the first round by any AFC team. What other reaches did some AFC teams make in the draft this year, and will they work out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The AFC team that pulled off the heist of the draft was the New York Jets, when they drafted edge rusher Jermaine Johnson with the 26th overall pick. This pick is not getting the hype it deserves. Not only was Johnson the consensus big board's 11th ranked talent in the draft this year, but also the Jets paired up this edge rusher with a potential lockdown corner with Ahmad Sauce Gardner at 4th overall. When you pop on Johnson's tape, you can immediately see his talent. While this class is in fact loaded, I still think that Jermaine Johnson's potential and his talent is up there with the top tier of edge rushers in the class this year. And on top of Johnson having that elite potential, the Jets also had a huge need at the position of edge rusher coming into the draft. And when they didn't use either of their top 10 picks in the position, I was actually a little bit concerned for the Jets. But Joey D and Rob Bob Saleh weren't playing games in this year's draft, trading into the late first round to draft edge rusher Jermaine Johnson. Is there another player in this year's draft that you thought was an absolute steal by an AFC team? Let me know in the comments section. The AFC team that won the draft in their conference this year was undoubtedly the New York Jets. And while the Chiefs and Ravens deserve honorable mentions, point blank and simple, the Jets added 2 high potential and high caliber starters to both the offense and defensive side of the ball. For defense, Robert Saleh has identified his lockdown corner, selecting Ahmad Sauce Gardner with the 4th overall pick. Then the team also traded up and stole Jermaine Johnson III at the end of the 1st round. On offense, the Jets got their young QB some more weapons, drafting most peeps' #1 ranked player at both wide receiver and running back, getting Garrett Wilson with the 10th overall pick and Breece Hall with the 36th overall pick. Rebuilding teams, take some notes because this is exactly how you start to turn things around. Is there another team that deserves the title as the biggest winner in the AFC? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Last but not least, the team that took the biggest L in the draft out of all of the AFC teams this year is the New England Patriots. It's extremely hard to gauge and grade the Patriots draft class itself because attempting to look at the game through Bill Belichick's eyes is impossible. He doesn't go by our tune, he goes by his own tune. And that tune has won him 6 Super Bowls, so who am I to criticize? I will not talk about the class itself being the reason that the Patriots lost the draft this year. But the reason that I think the Patriots lost out of all the teams in the AFC is because of how well their opponents within the division did in the draft. The Bills were successfully able to address 2 huge positions of need, drafting Kaiir Elam, cornerback out of Florida, and getting James Cook, running back out of Georgia, who's the perfect running back for this pass-heavy offense. The Jets went absolutely nuts in the first 36 picks of the draft. By the time we reached pick 37, the Jets had added Ahmad Sauce Gardner, wide receiver Garrett Wilson, edge rusher Jermaine Johnson, and running back Breece Hall. And then while the Dolphins didn't have very many picks in the draft this year, the reason they didn't have any picks was because they acquired star wide receiver Tyreek Hill via trade in the offseason a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I'm not questioning the Patriots draft picks as much as I could because it is Bill Belichick. But in my opinion, the Patriots were the losers of the draft in the AFC. Should have I picked another team though? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. There is my AFC draft review. Again, we'll be doing the NFC draft review tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you can see when I upload that video. Also, before you go anywhere, please like the video to help it out a ton in the algorithm. I also have one more question for you. Is your sports knowledge elite? Or do you think that you could potentially be the GOAT of calling overs or unders on certain stat lines across sports? Well, why aren't you already making money on Prize Picks, the app that has turned your sports knowledge into cold, hard cash? But don't worry, it is not too late. I am NFLMike, and I am here to help you get started. I reached out to Prize Picks personally, and they are giving a secret discount code away to our audience. And when you use the code and leave your initial deposit, Prize Picks, for a limited time, will be doubling your deposit. So what that means is if you put in $20 with your initial deposit and you apply the NFLMike promo code, Prize Picks is going to double your money and you're going to have $40 to play with. But what if I told you that using this discount code can also possibly send you to an NFL game for free next year? On top of Prize Picks already doubling your initial deposit with our promo code, I am also entering every single person that uses the promo code NFLMike or uses the promotion link located right below me into a huge giveaway. I'm going to put everyone's names into a hat and draw one lucky winner. And that one lucky winner will receive 2 completely free tickets to a 2022 NFL game of their choice. So, heading to prizepicks.com or downloading the PrizePick app and using the NFLMike promo code, leaving your initial deposit will not only double that initial deposit, it'll also enter you to win 2 completely free NFL game tickets. And on top of it all, if you win with your picks, you can win up to 10 times your money, like I have. Multiple times. Here's the step-by-step process to take advantage of this very limited time offer. Step 1, click the link that is located right below me or head to prizepicks.com/download the PrizePicks app. Step 2, enter your email that you'd like to sign up with, and right below it, double, triple make sure that you use the promo code NFLMike. NFLMike. This is key because you have to put the promo code into the promo code box to both be entered into the NFL tickets giveaway as well as get your initial deposit doubled. Step 3, finish signing up with your password and your location and etc, etc, etc. And you should see if you use the promo code NFLMike, your deposit doubled. Then boom, you can go ahead and start making your picks. If the promo code doesn't work or you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Mike on the Mike Sports on Instagram or on Facebook directly, and I'll go to Prize Picks myself and make sure that you get your promo dollars. And of course, enter you in the giveaway where I'll be giving away 2 NFL tickets to a game of your choice. Prize Picks has an endless amount of props to try and play. From cricket to the USFL to the NBA playoffs, they even have esports on the site. Prize Picks is your oyster, guys. So go nuts, go get your winnings, and then send me some screenshots so we can celebrate together. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's upload. I will see you tomorrow. But until then, keep balling.
Smack him in the mouth.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
Smack him in the mouth.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
Smack him in the mouth.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
Smack him in the mouth.